What's up, guys? Trevor with Ecommerce Paradise. Just want to talk about the topic of, does high ticket dropshipping still work in 2025? With the Trump tariffs and all those sorts of like sales tax laws that are coming in, and new things going on that make it harder, and more competition and ad costs going up. A lot of you probably still wondering if this stuff even works, but I can assure you it does. I have clients, I have stores of my own. We're getting sales every single day. The profits are bouncing all over the place nowadays because of the tariffs, but the people are adapting, and Trump has made certain changes to give businesses more time to adapt. So I think it's going to continue to work just fine. But you have to be mindful that there are a few things you must do in order to keep it working long term. So I wanted to kind of give you some of those ideas, and make sure you understand it does work. It's just that you have to do these specific things to make it work. Number one is you have to pay attention to your profit margins. It's the most important thing. Every supplier is going to have a catalog of multiple products. You're very rarely ever going to work with a supplier that only has one product. It's always going to be multiple products. And sometimes suppliers can have catalogs of hundreds or thousands of products. So just keep that in mind. It's really important that you look through the entire catalog. You determine which products are the highest margin products. So separate out those products, list those products on the store. And what I recommend is listing products in your store that are a minimum of 30% profit margin. Because what you want to do is you want to provide more value than your competitors. So you're going to have to offer discounts, you're going to have to offer free gifts. You want to, of course, provide add-ons and all that too, but it's a really good idea to have high profit margins, because you're going to be cutting that profit margin down each step of the way. And the worst thing that always happens that I see constantly is shipping costs eating your entire profit margin. It's so easy to have that happen, especially with big, expensive products. So, it's a really good idea to get some sort of idea of how much it's going to cost to ship. And what I usually do is I study the competitor sites, the top competitors, the oldest competitors, and I see where they list the prices at. And I see if they're offering free shipping or not. If they are offering free shipping, the price they're listing at is probably going to be higher than the minimum advertised price, the MAP price. If they are not offering free shipping, then they'll probably mislit MAP and then charge shipping and checkout. And what we usually do to keep things simple is we put everything is free shipping on our store, and then we just raise the price to a price that includes a bit of the shipping as well. So that's just one way to do it. Everybody likes free shipping, so it works great. But shipping costs can really destroy your margin, especially on big, expensive products. So make sure you're listing high profit margin products, and also you're being mindful of the shipping costs and checking out your competitors' sites to determine what price you should list at. If your competitors are listing at MAP and if they're listing at MAP and it's free shipping and you realize that it's low profit, you just have to make a decision whether you want to advertise that product or not. You can easily put products on your website and just not spend ad money on them. So if you still get a sale for them, it's basically free traffic. So that's also a possibility. You do that through custom labels. So if you go into the Google Process for Google Shopping feed app, you can add custom labels to products, or you can do it right in the Shopify feed as well. But through the app, it makes it really easy. Just make a certain label for products that are over 30%, products that are 20 to 30%, products that are under 20%. And then you can decide in the ads, in the ad groups on your shopping campaigns, whether you want to bid a certain amount above or below that. You can filter it by brand first, then margin, or you can filter it completely by margin first, then brand. Either way works. But definitely recommend making sure your profits are good, because that's going to make or break your business in the long run. Another thing to be mindful of is cash flow issues. Like payment processor holds are pretty common, especially in the beginning. If you have your first few orders of like super high ticket, like $5,000-$10,000 that come in, even just $2,000, the payment processor is almost always going to put you on hold. So just be ready for that. You're going to need some capital reserves for this stuff, to make sure that you're still able to ship orders out and fulfill them in a timely manner, and yet not have the cash in your account for a while. So have some high limit business credit cards that offer cashback or points rewards. That's what I'd recommend for that. There's a lot of issues still. People have trouble if they're international, if they want to do business in the US. A lot of the banks, they require you to have a US physical residence. There are some services though that can work around that, like Stripe Atlas or Mercury Bank. So you can look into that kind of stuff. It just takes a little bit more research, and you got to call them and talk to them and set up those, accounts and services, and it will cost you more money. There's also an issue with exchange rates, so that's going to cut into your profit margins, obviously, when you move the money back to your, home country in that account. There's, things like Wise and whatnot, but Wise accounts don't often work with the payment processors. They can't deposit to them, sadly. So you've got to use some other service for that. And so you just got to find workarounds and get smart and get creative. Yeah, and the other thing too is you've got to do really good customer service, guys. And it's just, it goes without saying, but high ticket dropshipping is all about customer service. So you got to do that. If you don't want to do it yourself, or you can't, or whatever, hire a virtual assistant that's really good who's going to do it for you. We have a team of VAs that do the product uploading, that do the catalog management, SEO, content, and all that stuff, and then also customer service and sales and management, order processing, order tracking, that kind of stuff. So it's a really good idea to handle that. Now, what I've done is, with my 15, 20 years worth of experience, I've hired tons of VAs. So I know exactly how to find the best ones. So my team is the best. And what I do now is I provide a full management service. I offer you access to my entire team to manage your store. So if you're interested in that, just go to ecommerceparadise.com, go to the services section, check out the complete done for you, management service. It's $2,000 a month. You get access to my entire team of VAs, and we'll manage and scale your store for you, get you more suppliers, onboard products, things like that. So it's just a flat monthly fee, and you get, tons and tons of work done for you. You're going to pay an ad management agency $1,000 or $2,000 a month, plus an SEO agency $1,000 or $2,000 a month, and then you have to hire a VA of your own. It's going to cost you upwards of $5,000 a month for all this stuff, but we do it all for you for $2,000 a month. So it's a great way to get in there and work on it. And you'll have me on your team as well, managing your ads and doing consulting for you as well, and giving you ideas on how to improve and stuff like that, helping you with just like high-end CEO level stuff. So and then we also, if you want to get something completely done for you, like from the start, we offer a turnkey business in a box done for you service. So you can check that out at ecommerceparadise.com/turnkey. Book a free call to talk with me about it. You can learn more about it and how it works. But there's an entire sales page that breaks down every single step of the process. We build you out one of these stores. What I found is that a lot of the people out there that talk about high ticket shopping online, they talk how to do it, but they don't actually, do it for you. They have only done with you programs, basically courses and coaching. You're gonna have to do all the work yourself, sit in front of the computer for hours and hours and hours. We'll be the ones to sit in front of the computer for hours and hours and hours. And then you can just hop in, kind of be the CEO, CFO of your business, guide the team. And on the back end of that, we'll do the management as well. The first 30 days is free, included in the package. Then beyond that, you can pay $2,000 a month and have my team completely manage it for you. The goal is to scale your store past 50 to 70,000 a month once it gets there in revenue, which usually takes 3 to 6 months once it launches. Then, you're profitable beyond all of your spend, your ad spend, management costs, software costs, and all that stuff. And then after a couple years, of like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 net profit months, you can sell your business for 2 to 3x your annual net profit. You can net easily, $100,000, $200,000, maybe, more if your business does really well. So, it's tons of opportunity, guys. High ticket dropshipping still works 2025. I'm still doing it. I'm still helping people with it, and I will still continue to help people with it. I'm super excited to be out in the States again, because I'm up in the US time zones and can do calls in the afternoon and stuff like that, and work all day. I love working out here. Feels like a good place to work. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.